Hello, family. Mukhai Sudumela. Welcome to The Voice with me, Palisa. Remember, this is a show for you, by you, with you, giving you a chance to tell your story. And today on The Voice, I'm excited to announce, hey, the one who's in studio, I call him one of our own because we both started on theater together, and now he's in most of the TV shows. Yes, you'll also see him. And he was also trending on TikTok now lately. Ladies and gentlemen, on The Voice.
That time I was
Wow.
How are you? I was funny, son.
You are trending. How am I?
Me, I'm trending.
Of course.
As big as I am, I'm trending.
As tall and big as you are.
Well, let me trend away then.
So tell me, like, what if I like I opened TikTok the other time, like, Sunlo, hey, Mata, Libaria.
Look, this thing goes back from, let me say, 2020, when we were all home. All of us were home. And we were bored, and we because we were close in each other's space. And look, we were all bored, and then I'm thinking, hey man, I love music. Let me just play around with this thing. Play something that's out there already and imitate it or play on top of it. And I did that. And all of a sudden, boom, Mathalo Maria. I'm like, what? That was just playing. I'm just having fun. I love music. And I think that people who've been watching, people who are producers, who are musicians, and they're like, there is something there. And now my mind was not to get there, it was just to have fun and get relaxed. But now I see it's getting to music and people are calling it. Are you interested in recording? I'm like, yes, you're recording. I'm ready. Let's do it. Yes.
Yeah. And then now Vaslap, I'm like, okay, leave Vaslap. Why did you forget to take it off?
No, you see the problem. I can have a top. So I thought, okay, it's hot. Let me get a Vaslap, rinse it out, put it in there, put it like nice. And it's like, wow, this suits me. Okay. Wait. And it's actually them that gave me the name, What If Vaslap?
Yes.
And I thought, why not? And then I also came with the character, Barkis Fufisakukasi, the one with the patch. Yeah, that's a crazy one.
I know, I saw that.
So it's that. What if Vaslapi and there's this guy Selo Subuta. So it's all about having fun, and now it's into music, and I have not left my theater, my TV, what Muraho. That is my passion. It's my backbone. I can never leave theater. It's in me. It's my DNA. So whenever there is time, because it's very rare now, especially with theater, when there is time to do that, I will jump on that opportunity. Yeah. Yes.
But I was excited, like more than anything, I think, Silo's voice, guys. The Silo's voice. I'm like,
come on, what's with the voice? We all have voices.
Just listen to that time.
Come on.
Like I could listen to you sing over and over and over again.
So if I say to you, do you know how much I missed you, baby? Let me tell you something weird about the voice issue thing. By right, I'm somebody who's supposed to be making it in voiceovers.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be killing it. But knowing our country, knowing this society, people can block you, people can, whatever. And I thought, what am I going to do with this voice? What else can I sing? Hey, sing, look, come on. There's another route. Here's another window that is open. Go for it. And I'm going for it.
Yeah, and you did.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah? And there's more coming.
Like, when I saw the views, how many, what's the most views that you got?
The Martha Maria now it's on 10.4 million.
Imagine 10.4 million.
10.4 million. I'm like, I wish that was the money I'm
receiving. That one you're gonna receive.
That will come. That will come. I get the passion, and then the money will come. Of course, money is important. We do need it. You know what I mean? That will come. At the moment, I'm just throwing all the love, concentrating on it, growing it, and I must thank the viewers out there, people who give me ideas, people who suggest, and I would say even the haters too, because they keep me going, because for me, it's like, okay, I can prove myself to myself that I can do better, I can become a better person, and I can deliver something that will last forever and ever and ever.
Maybe. But then some people, like you say, you also want to thank the haters as well. But some people are saying, oh, it's losing it, awards and all. So there was nothing like that. Or maybe, hey, you come along now, hey, they are doing, I know. I'm thinking. But not knowing you as an artist, I'm like, no, guys, I still like, I'm artist.
Artist, but I mean, Seal, if you remember Seal, he said, we'll never survive unless we go crazy. So that craziness, you need it. And sometimes that craziness, you turn it, or that negativity, you turn it into positivity. You can learn a lot from pain. You can learn a lot from pain. Look, I went through pain in my life. I went through a divorce, which was very ugly, publicized in the stories that were spiced and what even. I thought to myself, am I going to fight this? I don't need to do this. Because if I fight back, the people who are going to be hurt, it's nobody else but the kids. Two elephants are fighting, the grass is going to go. So I need to be with myself, control my own emotions and find and let out somewhere and let the law take its course. Because somehow, some way, things, they don't just stay the same. And when you come to pusha, use the positive stuff to gain more power, so to say, if I'm making sense.
Yeah, and now that you're also talking about the divorce, I mean, I know your ex-wife.
Yeah.
She's a fellow colleague, and I love her so much. She's very talented.
Very, yes.
Shoiki,
yes.
Beautiful dark teen, you know what I mean? But now that you're talking about it, firstly, before you tell us or maybe what happened, I want you to take me through to how you met, because I'm trying to find the lemonade in the lemon, because I know there were beautiful moments when you guys when first when I met you at the Windy Brow Theatre, that moment when you first saw her, when you got married and now you had kids. I'm sure there were beautiful memories.
Of course.
Do you want to tell me how you guys met?
Well, this goes back thousands of years ago. Just my Pretoria Tech speech and drama. I was performing more Buddy Holly, the show. It's a musical. So they came, the students from my school, they came to watch the show, of course. Having somebody from the school performing. They came, they saw the show. After the show, just outside the door of the theater, the students were there waiting to say hi to me, And I was going to my car at that time. So that, hey, stop me, say hello. And there's my lecturer, my late lecturer, Miss Marlon. May her soul be blessed. And they came to me, gave me hugs. Oh, nice. Some of them I had to sign my, autograph.
Autographs.
Yeah, and then there was this dark lady there by the door, and she was busy smiling. I'm like, who is that? And so, something within me just went like, one day is one day. And one day about one week. And this is after maybe 4 or 5 years later. We're busy doing some industrial theater. And they say, okay, so it's you, it's Coco, and there's this lady. Okay, yeah, there's 3 of you. We're going to Durban, we're doing a show for Batuba Power, Babarifang Delights. You know what
That's
company?
industrial theater.
Yes, industrial theater. So she was there, just the 3 of us as actors. And, we were colleagues. We know each other. But there was just a nice vibe in G, a bit of a look. And that look, I was like, that's not just a look, it's a look of, I like. And okay, we did the show, we finished. And then after 2, 3, 4 months, I get a call from this lady. I said, oh, it's her. Hey, how's it? Can you meet for drinks or what in Melville? Oh, yes, I'm available. For me, I'm just going to see a fellow friend, that's all. Go there, we have drinks, what, and then one thing led to another. And the rest is history. The rest is history.
Yeah.
And then we got a place, moved in together. We moved to in Midrand. We stayed there for almost 4 or 5 months. And then she has been looking for a house as well, and she got this house somewhere in the south. She said, come, let's go and check this house out. I go and check it out. Oh, nice, yeah, nice. No. We check another house. But that other one is much nicer. Yeah, okay, right. Bank agrees. The papers, they go fine. got the house. Nice. Oh, now we've got a house. Wow, nice, great. Yeah, hey, you know what? I think I think there's 3 of us now. Eh? What? 3 of us? Thank you, God. All right, let us respect abazali. Let's do this thing proper. Send the letter, ubazali, marriage, nyalo. First child, oh, Karabo. I was there when she was born. Then we've got the second born. Kiki Oratile, and then Karabo. Daddy's been there from when they were coming out of the womb, was there. They love their gymnastics, they love their music. It's in the blood, I guess. Daddy was there. Make sure to do corner. Yes, Daddy has missed out your school meetings 2, 3, 1, but he's always been there. Dad and their girls, they're like, I love those girls to bits and pieces. And I'm letting you know now, I still love you. I will love you forever and ever.
The daddy's girls.
Man, yeah.
Then later on, boom, then I see you again, as sending an apology. And we also saw an interview of her as well, about, what happened.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hear it from you, because you are sitting here and you are saying, I love you girls. If you are saying that, I love you girls, but you also did a public apology to Shoki as well, would you like to apologize to her as well? And or what really happened, so that, to end up such a beautiful union, family, ending up to be, in such a mess, and especially in the public eye.
Look, bad things do happen. We all go through ups and downs in life. And most of these ups and downs, they actually come from our past as we grow up as kids. I grew up as a kid in Mamelodi. Fortunately, having parents who went to school. My father was a GP, my mother is a nurse. You grow up, people call you cheese boy, what. And all of a sudden, you've been bullied for nothing because of your parents. Then, on top of that, the school also adds corporal punishment. When you don't know in mathematics, the teacher is there with the K. 1 + 1, all I'm seeing is the K. So from now, 1 + 1 is not 2, it's 11, or it's 3, because what? I'm scared. It's waka. So I developed the hatred for school, for mathematics, for guys at school, because I'm being treated like, I don't know what wrong have I done. You grow up and you think, Uguti, that boy is healed. But no, that boy is not healed. When you grow up, then you start having anger issues or social problems. You can't really communicate with people because you are full of that anger. This has been done to you, this has been done to you. So now when you get around now, you can't communicate properly, you can't. So they have contributed in my life, and then they have also gotten to my marriage where I couldn't really communicate properly, and sometimes one loses themselves because you let yourself vibrate low, think bad about yourself. I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough, what, and then you lose yourself, and then when bad things have happened, whatever the bad things that happen, and you sit back and you are by yourself, you can see the wrongs that you did. Because now you're alone. Okay, I effed up. I was supposed to be a bit. Mola, I went to, yes, I did seek help. I went to see help, but we were supposed to go there as a couple so that we get help together, so we can grow together. But hey, it's things that has happened. The only thing that one can learn is to say sorry for the wrong I've did. I know it's a glass. It's broken. We are mending it, but it's still broken. I get that. I'm sorry for that. I cannot reverse the time and what. That's the sorry I am offering. Whether you taking it or what, I'm not going to force you guys. I'm taking off the poison within me, and I'm saying I'm sorry. I want to move on, and that's what I'm doing. It's up to you to accept or not, and I'm not forcing anybody. It's out of love, and not out of regret. Get this clear, because it has happened. Life happens. The ups and downs happen. We just look at those things and we just say, okay, I'm learning. No more that. I'm doing this. It's that, listen more, whatever, be passionate more, things like that, yeah. Right.
So are you also sorry? Are you saying you're sorry for the physical abuse? Did you physically abuse her?
Look, that happens. That's what happened, yes. And yes, there's no justification for that. She said this, she said that. Wrong, if it's wrong. At the end of the day, it's about you as a man, you as a human being, to get hold of yourself with the tshware. Itshware, papa, itshware, mama. And there is help out there, go for it. And nalwena, because at the end of the day, you can go and see these shrinks, that's what. If you are not ready to say, if you're not ready, get there. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's tough. But face it and go for it. And believe you me, people, they will see that, because lots of people are going through that. People in suits, people that we respect, but they will never talk about it. We know. We know, yes.
I'm glad and I'm so proud of you for taking accountability. But what I want to understand is, you are saying all this also started from maybe when you were growing up, and there was corporal punishment at school. But I also understand as well that in our industry, in the entertainment industry, the film industry, sometimes, especially for men, it gets so hard for men that have families that have to feed the wife and the children, and that still has to be a provider in the family. Where were you at that point? Were you at a point where maybe work was not coming in? Maybe could this have added to what happened, in your marriage?
It's exactly that, yeah, because work is not coming in and people don't want to touch you. You're a monster. That's what they see. And most people who know me, most people who have worked with me, they will know the guy's there at work. He's there on time. The guy delivers. The guy works nicely with everybody. I don't cause drama. If I cause drama, it's drama that will make you laugh. It's me joking, what. And yes, of course, you want to provide, and people look at you, you're a man, provide. Let's see how you're providing. Can you provide? Let's see. But you're not working. You can't provide. How are you going to work? You can't be a father. Who are you fathering? They're away from you. Who am I fathering? Nobody. It's like my manhood has been cut off. And it doesn't say that I don't want them. I want them. I need them. We need each other. There was a time where I would sit in my room alone by myself, with me and myself. Watch a TV or just think. Whenever I see little girls, like I would cry rivers and what. And I see these kids. For me, I see my kids. And I'm like thinking, when am I seeing these kids? When is their mother seeing them? When is their grandfather seeing? When is, abayitin family? By what I mean. Am I sitting? No, I'm not sitting. What am I going to do? Use the law. Get a lawyer? I can't get a lawyer. Go there by yourself. Go to the court, papers. Can I please have access to these people that are contributed to bring in this life, so I can be a father to them? Yes, things have happened. Things didn't go the way I thought they would, but such is life. But I'm still alive. I'm a father. I need to father them. I don't have 3 cents on me, but I need to hear them to say, I'm here. I tried that about 4 to 3 times. Went to the house with an escort of the police so that there could be safety, to say, I'm not coming there to kill you or whatever. I'm here just to ask for the kids. That's all. You can keep the physicality of things, the material, the color, that is material. What I need is something for my soul, for these 2 little souls. So that's where I'm at. I've even done something for them. The only way I can communicate with you 2 girls that I love you, dedicated a song to them. Not only to them, so to say, but to the woman folk. Because I'm a man born of who? A woman. A woman can make him mad. A woman can make my chick. A woman can my sister. These are our pillars. The pillars that run, without them, are resale. Reskayak, Rare, Banna, can not talk. Yes, or talk. But at the end of the day, Mama can not wearing everything. And we all know this. Guys know this, but they act tough as if, where I'm weak, she's strong, or vice versa, and then so then we move on as well. That's what I want to see the future to be like for us as Batho, and especially us as Batuba. Because you know, there's no more respect. Things are so quick. Everything is in the palm of your hand. The world is so small that people, they can just do things, hack you, say bad things, bully you on social media. And if you're not strong enough, my sister, yourself. I'm going back to the thing of not seeing them, what, me crying, me sometimes I would even get a patinyana more, but come and act the father. It's like what's happening in your life is trying to imitate art, vice versa. And then I become a father, there's a girl, and I'm like, oh God, what are these guys doing to me? And when I get there, this girl, I don't know, and they would come and hug me, and I'm like, what they know? This is what she needs. And it'll be my father. I'm thinking, oh yes, I want to be that. I think of my real kids. And it's like, what's happening? Is this a sign? What's happening? And for now, what I'm getting is that there is a second chance. There is a third chance. There are chances that are so many. It's up to you. Fix this, fix that, go there, don't go there, do this. So, as I was saying, I'm not seeing them, I'm crying, what. A moment came to me where I entertained the thought of killing myself. I can't see these kids. It pains me to the core. To the core, I'm not going to lie. It pains me I'm not going to stand here and say I'm a brave man. It pains me to the core. Think to myself, my father's a doctor. There's some pills in there, and I saw some injections and blah, blah, blah. Take one of those 2, 3 or whatever, inject myself. Done, no pain, no more worrying about this. It's easy, man. Yeah, let me do that. Okay, what? And then something or someone just said, look, you are being a coward. What? You are being a coward. It's like, I'm talking to myself now, and it's like, why Orebialo or why Orebialo, whoever you are? If you kill yourself, sure, you will not feel the pain, what? What about the people who's going to stay behind? What about the people who's going to stay behind? What about those kids? What about your family, your friends, close friends, whatever? Even the community, some of them who like your work, who want to be like you. What about them? What are you saying to them? It's almost like you're proving to them, yeah, I know, I effed up, and yeah, it's true. And it's selfish. It's a selfish thing to do. So something said that to me, and I told myself, there's a chance, I'm giving myself a chance, I'll move on. I don't care how many years or days or minutes it takes. I will find a better place. And I am in a better, sweet nyana space. And I can see the honey drooling from heaven. And I know good things are coming. I know, with no doubt. And that's where I'm going. Yeah. Are you crying? No. Oh,
No, man, Sidlo, you know, the thing is, it touches me, you know, that you are a father and you want to see your kids so much and you want to spend time with your children so much. Yet we have other fathers out there who don't even care, you know, about what their children are eating, who don't even care about, you know, where their children are, who are not even fighting. You know, they've got their children out there. So to other men, it's like, you know, they will see what they do with their mother. You know what I mean? So it's touching for me because I've experienced that as well, you know, being a single mom and raising, you know, my daughter alone. So it really touches me to see a father who really, you know, longs so much and says it publicly to say, all I want is to spend time with my children.
That's all.
No matter the money, though, no matter what you can give them financially, but you love your children. So you're a father who loves her girls.
Of course. And it's one promise that I've made for myself because Look, I could have had 27 kids all around, everywhere. But I grew up Kitaba Banyana, you know. And Bufiha of me being afraid of girls, it helped me, you know, so that I can get my things in time and right, get married properly, blah, blah, blah. If I had kids all over, it would be something else. But for me, I wanted a family, mama, papa, and kids and what, even the stocks and cats. I wanted that. But life is not like that always. It changed. And I'm saying this today, now. I still have space for love. I still have space for family. I'm not giving up on those. It's just a lesson for me. And thanks for that lesson. I'm ready for certain things. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I want to move. Yeah.
It's 2025 now. When last did you see your girls?
2019, when we were burying my father. That was the last time I saw them. I remember the moment exactly. I was sitting like this and the casket was going down somewhere in Mamelodi. In my mind, I'm thinking, Ish, my ex, how can you do this? I asked you just to send Abantuana. And at that time, it's slowly going down the casket. I asked you to please bring Babantuana. And as I switch my eye to the right, I see these tall, beautiful girls. Oh my goodness. I was crying for that man. I saw them. I cried for them. I was crying for him as well. But this is a cry of pain. This is a cry of happiness of seeing these girls. And I just stood up and went. Everybody was like, wow. Just to see those kids, I was like, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. There was some lady who was working with them. I think it's a friend to their mother. I could not believe. I said to them, okay, thank you for coming, my kids. This is your grandfather. This is him. He's laying here. Say bye to him. Yeah, thank you for coming. I was shaking everywhere, even my hair. Without having hair, I was shaking. But with joy as well, and seeing these two little, my seeds, and yeah. Okay, then I had to perform what I had to perform there. Went and then went back home. They were there, but I could see they were coached not to eat, to drink this and what. But I was glad to see them. And my little one, Karabo, very gifted with the lungs. She sings. Mm-hmm. She has a beautiful voice. And somehow my mother asked, yeah, singing. I said, yeah, she was ready to sing. Yes, I'll sing for you. I was like, oh. For me, these are 12 girls now. For me, because but they are this. These are sisters now. They're growing adults. I was like, oh. And I told them where to look. Papa's not doing well now. I'm not doing well now. I'm not going to lie. Even work, it's tough, my children. It's tough. It's tough. I don't even have money for me to get, sometimes my cheap is so sweet. I have to even ask, and I'm not that type of a person, but I'm telling you, things will become okay. I can't tell you tomorrow, yesterday, but things will come okay. And when that happens, yeah, that was the last time. 2019.
Have you ever maybe tried to contact, the elders in the family to try and mediate and, so you can at least say, just for the children's sake?
I tried every avenue. The thing is that it's family politics because they don't talk with who. Those dynamics, that's what stops because you can't reach. It's like you go and talk to the elders and say, hey, yeah, we can't, but we're not on talking terms. So it's like a losing battle. The only thing I put my hope, it's my guides and the law. Because I cannot force anything. I don't want to go that space because I'll end up doing wrong things. So I just trust the moment. There are certain things that you took that's why I'm putting it here.
No, the word of God says when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And I pray that, that really happens for you and especially your children, to be together again. Yeah, so I just want to close that because that is touching me. But what I want to talk about now, you also mentioned how tough it is, in the industry. And you've been in the industry, in the film industry from, I think, is it over 2, if not 3 decades
Over
now,
3 decades,
Yeah,
in the
because
space.
like we've been together back in
Yeah.
the days in our 20s
Yes.
on theater. I want you to maybe explain to me, like, what is the difference between then, now as an artist and now, because you're not the only artist that is crying out
Yeah,
about work,
sure.
and where could the problem be, what can be solved, or what can be done so that artists don't end up where some of us are now, without work, being unemployed, where we've got more influencers now that are actors, or like what
What's happening?
where was the arts industry now
Yeah.
compared to
Eh,
now?
Look, I would say social media has changed the world. It's changing the world. I mean, back then we had more plays than today. You would do 3 to 4 nyana plays. Could imagine one or even nothing. So that the thing that he plays, it was so nice happening as well. And I never know, yes, things are changing slowly, very slowly. Lots of young talent, beautiful young talent, lots of influencers, lots of them. And I would be straight honest, not all of them can do act. It's because they bring in the numbers, they have the beautiful faces, they've got the what. It's all about the numbers, not the talent. But what I can say, you cannot fool the community. They would say, I know, but that's what producers and companies are doing out there. And I would say, I think most of them, ke bona ba ba blokang dilo tse. The laws are our bargaining, our mining, but what you call this thing? Royalties
The
and what have you. Yeah,
royalties.
because our movies and what have been shown all over the world. Where does the money go? It end up at the bona. Rona. And they make sure they don't go through there by the government. And now we have to join Saga or whatever. But it's hard to trust. It's difficult because they know they can call you and say, oh, Silo, we've got 10 cents here to give you. And because you haven't been working, you're going to take that 10 cents. And once you do that, then if you want to go to the next job and say, okay, I'm actually worth 15 cents, let's say, but you've worked for 10 cents alone. So you're stuck by 10 cents. They're paying you the same payment that you started with. And then in comes an influencer. Arsabulela, budget if it is. It's not fair. But who are we to tell them how to run their business? That is why today I'm pushing the music thing. That is why I'm trying to do my own thing, because I'm not going to wait for an agent and say, I'm not going to wait for somebody to say, no, we're going to push our own things. Like you're doing, my sister. You're pushing your own thing. Because if you sit here and wait for the government to do, you'll sit here until it's of over 1912. So we need to do our own work. I think that's what this situation forcing us to do, the industry, to say, hey, do your own thing, podcast, whatever. Everybody's doing that, but it's fine. At least you're doing something. I like sitting. Yes.
So what advice can you give, especially to these up and coming artists?
Okay, first of all, if you're looking for fame, good luck. If you're looking for fame, good luck, because that's being desperate. You're going to do anything. And when I say anything, you know what I'm talking about. This goes for boys and girls. Snacks. And that happens. It's not a mystery. It happens everywhere, all over the world. So if this thing is more, now I feel like a passion, go for it. Watch theater, watch good movies, have study it. If you like enough, but when you get a bursary, go and study. The more you watch these things, the more you learn. And also practice by yourself. The more you practice, the better you become. Yeah. Yes.
And to those artists that are not coming out and that don't want to say, what really is happening in the industry, what advice can you give them? Because I know that there's a whole lot of them that are sitting there and that don't want to say anything. For example, I'll make an example.
Okay.
I've just interviewed, Kanyoma Pumulo, who was playing on Sarafina. And Kanyo said, we are sitting here, Sarafina is playing on Netflix, Sarafina is playing in June 16, SABC, ETV, but them as actors,
Nothing.
they have nothing. You know what I mean? So, but then there are the others that are sitting there, that that are even worse than Kanyo, but they are keeping quiet and they're waiting for somebody to say something.
To say something. That's the thing. That's the thing, Karuna. Remakawa, rataba. Because we know once you say pa, it's pa, you get blocked. That's why we're scared. But if we stand together, if one says pa and pa, then we have the power. Then we can get what we want. But rataba, we're going nowhere because we are doing this to ourselves. We are doing this to ourselves. We are allowing it to happen. We need to move and say no. No, it's no. It means no. No, I deserve this much. All right, okay, sharp. Move on to something else. Or go and make your own thing. Even if you're not saying, Toma there, something will happen. As long as that vision, as long as you've got that love, you will get it, no matter how long it takes. People are saying to me, time out, why now? You should have done this long time ago. What? No, the time is perfect. Everything is perfectly timed. And it's showing you something. Age is only a number.
Yes.
Age is only a number. It's about you, Horeaka. If I were to ask you, how old is your spirit? You don't know.
Yeah.
You've been here since the beginning. When that guy, or the God, whatever you want to call it, we were there with him or it. It's just Namae, which is nothing. But the spirit within, it's a circle. You don't know where the circle starts. It's been around forever. Forever.
And to the Minister of Arts and Culture, Mr. G, do you have any message for him? You know, what or how can you help? How can he rather help us, especially in this industry?
When we get there, I really, people of power, I've got no words. I'll be honest, I've got no words. I know the guy has moved and has shaken things. I know that, I'm aware. And I can't say, but what I'm seeing, keep our fellow artists dying, them being there on the spotlight, what happens to us? It's almost like a circle. It's almost like a circle. Yeah, I don't know. Now all I can say is just do your best, sir. And we are the best. South Africa's got beautiful talent, raw. We need your help. Just a push. We deserve good. We can be good. We are. I don't know what else I can say.
Now I know what I can say.
Please do.
Now my advice would be, especially, you know, I know that, you know, yeah, you're politicians and all, but especially on that, you know, in that department, I would ask that maybe the person who should be heading that arts and culture should have been
From the arts.
from the arts himself,
Yeah.
or somebody who has probably acted before, somebody who has probably directed before, or
you.
produced before. You know what I
get you.
mean?
Okay.
Because now it's not only about theology, but rather it is about experience,
Yes.
and that somebody would know the plight and the, you know, experiences and whatever what artists are going through. Because right now you take, you know, somebody who's probably being a politician or somebody who's probably being at school, and then you put him in that department, yet you do not know what happens at the bottom in the industry.
He was a plumber, not an actor. I get you.
Yeah.
But then the problem is this. I get you. It's exactly what we would love to have, somebody to lead us like that. But once they get and sit on that chair and they see the temptations, because they serious, they change. That's the problem, they change. And we know, it's like we know, we've got people that we grew up with, worked with, now they have their own production companies, and luckily some of us, we get time to work with them, and then they do the same thing. And it's like, but you come from acting, why are you doing the same thing? And at that time when you're talking to them, they've changed. Like they even look at you like you know, when they go to the loo, there's ice cream coming out of the whatever. And it's like, why people, when they get in those positions, it's like when you're a politician or want to be a politician, you want to do good, and you get the chair, and you say, okay, I'm going to clean up. They look at you like this, like, hey, Baba, license or so. And if you don't do that, it's either somebody's going to get killed by accident, like by a bulalan, and we see it on TV. And it's all about this. It's sad. We don't know what is money. Yeah, but I don't know. It's almost like everyone for himself or for herself in a way. at the end of the if that's why I say once you rely on the government and other people, it becomes a problem. You can't move. You need to move and feel free to move on your own. You can't do things on your own, Jalo, but I mean have the gut to do things, not to wait.
So now your music industry, where are you
Yes.
going now? You know, where are we? What's your plan? What's the next step?
The next step is music, but not leaving the theater behind, not leaving the acting behind. That I will never do. At the moment, I'm busy. There are gigs coming in. So I also go out in my township. I'm from Mamelodi, Gamo. So I also go out to the clubs and what have you. Hey, it's actually cool. Oh, it's nice to see you.
I
Oh, nice now. Yeah, okay. When can okay, then we organize a date. Okay, this, yeah. So that's why I say push by yourself. I'm not waiting for my manager to say, hey, I go and drive there or I call if I have the numbers. 4 ways. Okay, how's it 4 ways? You just open. Okay, guys, I'm here. What about your Sundays chillers? I've got this kind of a song. You will love it. Already people are loving it here. Now I want them to see me live.
Look at me dancing already.
Look at me dancing. Yeah, no, you know what I mean? So now I'm pushing for myself so that every month there will be some gigs happening or whatever. Yeah.
Sure, I'm glad. So now I want us to play a game, right, on The Voice.
Oh, man.
So I've got these cards. You're only going to choose 3.
Okay.
And then you're going to read it.
Okay.
And then maybe you'll tell me what it says and you're going to do that.
Good luck to you. What's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to me? Most embarrassing. I'm trying to think of what. I've been around for a long time now. I'm trying to think of something that embarrassing that happened to me. My goodness, I can't think of any. No, a moment has happened, but I'm trying to think of something that really hit home and like.
No wonder.
This is way back. I was doing matric in Joburg. You know, sometimes you want to be a naughty boy. You want to do silly things just to test how it feels like. So we're in downtown in Josie looking for stationery, what have you. With a friend of mine, we were 4 of us. So we get into the shop, I think it was a CNN or some CNA, whatever. We get there, okay, books, what. And something says to me, I can they won't see, you know? And it's not that I need the pen. I don't need that pen. It's just the excitement of stealing something. Now I've stolen something. Check post. Nice. Nobody saw me. Okay, guys, anything? Let's go. As I get out of the door, I froze. Now, that was the most embarrassing moment. Because I've never... And the guys are also like, and now it's a Highland Silk. Guys, Wambala. Baba, where's Awapata? No, I forgot.
Oh, man.
I forgot.
One doctor. You know?
I'm like, so luckily, they just warned us and I had to pay for it. That was, because I thought I was being cool, you know? Yeah.
I'm sure that was the last time you
last time. Another one.
Number 2.
Yeah, this is tough.
Okay.
When was a time where you felt completely misunderstood?
Yes. I love to hear that one.
It's what we're talking about. The social media thing. People thinking that I'm going crazy. I'm being misunderstood. And funny enough, some people say like, okay, Papa, man. It started as a joke. Now it's real. Okay. Well, Papa, you're actually clever. You've thought about these things. And I just laugh. I say, yeah. misunderstood.
No, definitely. Because Linda, there was a time where I was confused. I'm thinking, is Silo okay? Or are you sure? But on top of that, now I sing the Vaslapper, and now there's this character also with the one eye. And then all of a sudden now, Kimatale Maria. And then I'm like, there was a time when you sang, well, I can say, Bari Gatlanya, the Billy. I'm like,
because the contact I get from yes, because they say, hey, where Tanya, when the police is different. What do
and you respond with a song.
I respond with a song. So they give me the content.
I'm thinking, my goodness, okay.
Right. Have you ever felt completely out of place? When, where, and how? When, where, and how? This is me. I used to do this. I actually used to do this in my late 20s, early 30s. I used to go out by myself. And I would go to the dingiest club or whatever you call it, maybe somewhere in town or in Yeovil. And in that club, I love you, Scarface. Like it's rough. But for me, it's not for that. Okay, I will get my drink, sit by the corner. I'm out of place because this is not right. These are not my guys. Here, if you hata somebody, bazokla. But what I would do, I would sit in the corner, get my something to drink, and watch them. What am I watching? I'm watching characters. I'm learning about characters, and I'm seeing everything. And I can even think, okay, this is what happened. This guy, this chick. Now, I make up stories, but in a funny way, I'm out of space. But I go there. Yeah, that's it.
So, lastly,
Yes.
love life. Is there somebody in your life at the moment?
At the moment, as I told you, I have space for life in my heart. Yes, there is. And all I can say, it's all rosy. It's all
Look at you blushing. Look at you blushing.
That's why I'm like this. People ask me, what you do? You're glowing. She's the one who makes me glow. No. Look, all I can say is that I'm glad to have a person like her in my life. Vice versa, learning a lot. Learning a lot. That's why one need to back down. Learn, because there's a lot you can learn. Doesn't matter the age. She could be younger, she could be older, doesn't matter. But I'm learning a lot, and she's learning. And by doing that, we're pushing each other. One pusher.
Yeah.
One pusher encourages me. Like, she's my number one fan. I'll put it that way. Number one fan. And luckily, she sings as well.
Okay, that's
so
nice.
there are desire. It's with her. And there are others that are coming, because I'm also going to be doing a duet. Lots of them that are coming that are going to blow your mind. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the duet. So sorry, ne? I thought I was giving somebody out there hope. I don't say no story.
Can I say something? I have to say this. TikTok can be so fun. This other day, I'm going through the comments. So there's this lady there. Abuti. Hey, when I was
Oh my goodness. Fella jalo.
No, people are still forward. Hey, when I was Jolecha, and at that time I'm sitting there with my, but I'm like, must I show her? What? Just show the what people. We just laughed. Just laughed, and we know about this thing. We know how to know that people there who want to be in your space, want to grab onto you, and. Some things are very weird. I can't talk about them because there is a number there for bookings.
Yeah.
And that it goes straight to my manager. And sometimes it's people calling on WhatsApp videos and ladies and funny things that they do there. I'm not going to say. That whole company like, what? But it's all good. It's all love. It's all, yeah.
So where can people get hold of you if they want to book you?
Okay. On my TikTok bio, there is a WhatsApp there, and there is a number there on my TikTok bio, because most of you know me from there. TikTok bio, you'll find the numbers and the WhatsApp.
Okay, what's the name of the TikTok again? Sello Sebutsane.
It's Sello Sebutsane 53. Sello Sebutsane on YouTube as well. Sello Sebutsane Facebook. Sello Sebutsane Instagram.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, man. What a lovely
Yo,
one.
ke touches a sillo. Ubuthi makajole.
Stop it. Stop it.
Mugaitsi, thank you so much. It was an honor to have Sillo Sebutsani here, right here on The Voice. Please remember to share, to subscribe, and please do watch all the advertisements, because they are what making this channel, to go forward. Otherwise, until next time, so let's enjoy Sillo Sebutsani's music. Da, 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 enjoy.
Sure. Da 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 dee da dee da da dee da dee da oh dee da 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 dee da dee dee da da dee da dee da do. La 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 da 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 dee da dee. Hello, baby. You know how much I've missed you, my love. Yo! Baby, Muraki, da 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 dee da do. Give it da da dee da dee da do. Tena fela fa, fana yidi tena kona fela kona mo, kona fela netta, kona netta. Tena fela kona netta, kona fela netta, kona fela no kona mo. I think the great spirit, I think the great ancestors, I think umama, I think ubaba, baba mgulu, ntate mgulu, uwe nama, orakulu kuku, orakulu kuku, orakulu kuku, bo mama de bo baba, orakulu kuku, badi barona, hey. Da 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 dee da dee. Give it da da dee da dee da do. Da 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 dee da 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 da. Minati, Papa di pece, kira gay